Hello, and this is Talk for Glory, episode 122. My apologies if this is a repeat of maybe about 10 minutes ago. Apparently the live went down, so I'm going to have to redo this whole thing. We're about probably a solid 15-20 minutes away from AEW's Double or Nothing. I don't know what the WrestleMania is, but this is the first pay-per-view I saw live. I'm not counting Allin, but to me, Double or Nothing, definitely top 5 most important. Before any of that, introductions are always a must. I'm an V4. Unfortunately, Young Smooth won't be with us today. Very fine. Hope he might be with us for review, but always remember, guys, Talk Floor isn't just one person, it's two. But this is episode 122, and this is 2022 AEW's Double or Nothing predictions video. To get us started, also, I'm going to let you guys know now that there's a lot of matches on the match card. I'll admit to that. But I am going to be speed running a lot of these because either I'm uninterested and I won't try to fake an enthusiasm for any viewers, or I just genuinely do not care. Like, I'll be completely honest with you guys. So for the first match, it is the odd team of Hookhausen, which is Danhausen and Hook, versus Tony Nese and Mark Sterling. So this is one of those, I'm going to speed run this thing. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I do not understand Hook. I get the meme, send Hook, ha ha ha, pretty funny. I still don't know what the hell Danhausen is. Like, what's his gimmick? All I see is that, he points at people and then commentators say, you're cursed, you're cursed. I still don't know what the hell Danhausen is. And then the team of Tony Nese, the premier athlete. I would have had this man probably facing John Morrison now. Well, John Morrison, Johnny Nitro, John Hennigan, Johnny Impact, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Elite. I would have had him face him. As for Mark Sterling, I believe this is Fear City. What's good, Fear City? What's up? Welcome to Top of Glory, man. But, yeah, there's not much I know about this match. So I'm just going to, speed run this and say Hookhausen wins, despite, again, I don't get Hook and I don't know what the fuck Danhausen is. But you know what? Yeah, Hookhausen wins. On to the next match. I don't know why this is on the card, but I love Darby way too much to bitch and complain, and Kyle is always a delight always to see it on my TV. I don't know what's the story here. Maybe it's that the Elite and the Undisputed Era, or the Undisputed Elite, or whatever you guys want to call them. Maybe they beat up, maybe it's because the Undisputed Elite beat up the Hardys and Sting and Darby, and this caused a one-on-one match between Kyle and Darby. Oh, yeah, and they also smashed Sting's knee. So, I guess this is Darby trying to get vengeance for his mentor. But Sting's knee is smashed up. But, one moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. But, I see a comment. Hey, Fierce, I'm reading your comment, but I'm going to respond to that when we get closer to that match, actually, if you don't mind. But back to Darby versus Kyle. So Darby's walking in this alone, and wherever Kyle is, you could probably assume the Undisputed Era will be near. So who I got for this match? It'll be Kyle, and then maybe Sting returns. And this can lead to a 4v4 Hardys and Darby and Sting versus the Undisputed Elite. Or it can just lead to like Red Dragon versus Darby and Sting. But yeah, I got Kyle winning this, honestly. The next match is, and guys, if you guys have been fans of Talk for Glory, you guys have heard our videos. You know that I'm not a fan of champions and tag matches. But this match is Frankie Kazarian, Sammy Guevara, and Ty Conti versus the, yes, TNT champion. The singles champion is in a goddamn tag match. Scorpio Sky, Ethan Paige, and Paige Van Zant. This one, I know everyone here and everything, but... And this isn't even me being tired of Sammy and Ty. This is just my pure dislike of Scorpio Sky in a tag match instead of, I don't know, being in a triple threat match against Sammy and Frankie. I'll be brief about this as best as I can. I believe that America's top team is going to win. Sammy and Ty don't really need the win. Frankie can win 5 times a year and it doesn't change anything. He's great in everything. It's just, he's not the next generation. Now onto my little Scorpio Sky rant, and you guys can all comment down below your thoughts on this as well. The match between Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian was the biggest missed opportunity to turn Scorpio Sky babyface and Ethan Paige a credible contender for the TNT Championship. All they had to do was have Scorpio Sky have a guilty conscience for how he won against Frankie, thus building up some resentment towards Ethan Paige, wanting to give Frankie another match. Dan Lambert and Ethan Paige and the rest of America's top team or top talent are disagreeing with Scorpio Sky. No, you said you weren't going to give out open challenges. Remember you said that. And then it can lead to Scorpio going behind their back, going to Tony Khan, Double or Nothing, right here. Scorpio Sky versus Frankie Kazarian. This time, Sammy Guevara could have intervened because I do not like the idea of Sammy and Ty being baby faces despite getting the Cody and Brandy hate. You may as well just turn them heel. It's not like, what are they going to do? Threaten to go to WWE? So yeah, you could have Sammy, not at Double or Nothing, on a Rampage. You could have Sammy interfere in that one, and then we get to Double or Nothing, triple threat between all 3 of them. That's how I would have gotten here. But I'm not the biggest fan of these guys. I'm not the biggest fan of 6-man tag match with a champion in it. Frankie Kazarian's kind of just randomly spawned into this. And Sammy and Ty are just Sammy and Ty, I guess. All right. So before I even go further down this list, Young Smooth, despite not being here, he made a comment to me about 2-3 days ago when we were looking at the Double or Nothing match card. And he says, and in case you guys don't know, this man, look him up. Did Teddy Long make this fucking match card? Because the next match is another tag match. Think about that, guys. The first match I just talked about was a tag match. The third match I just talked about was a tag match. We're on our 4th match, guys. The 4th match is a tag match. It is the House of Black versus Death Triangle for absolutely nothing at stake. This feud has gone on way too damn long. Just give me Buddy Matthews versus Pac as an angle. Brody King, Malachi Black as tag champs, and Pentagon and Rey Fenix can maybe feud with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus after they lose the tag titles. I would rather have the Lucha Bros be heels. And I guess Pac is babyface. But yeah, I have House of Black winning this match. And guess what's the next match? It's a tag match. The Jericho Appreciation Society versus the Blackpool Combat Club and Eddie Kingston and Santana and Ortiz in an Anarchy in the Arena match, which I'm going to assume is just one giant street fight. So the members of the Blackpool Combat Club, I want to assume, will be Moxley and Bryan Danielson, because Wheeler Yuta is in the Best of Super Juniors video. Also, that reminds me, guys. So, unfortunately, me and Young Smooth couldn't do our Best of Super Juniors predictions video. That's perfectly fine. So, like the New Japan Cup, we're going to talk to you about finals when that day comes. So, always keep those notifications on. Also, guys, if you haven't already, click the bell to be notified about whenever we're live. But, so in this match, I like the Jericho Appreciation Society. I like that it's just everyone in that faction saying, we're sports entertainers. To me, that's pretty funny, because the wrestling community fucking hates those words. I'm not a wrestler, I'm a sports entertainer. Even Miz correcting Cody, instead of saying wrestler, saying superstar. Instead of saying belt, saying champion. Like, to me, that's kind of funny. Whether it's a shot at WWE or not, personally, don't really care. The Blackpool Combat Club is doing its job perfectly, building new stars. Wheeler Yuta being in the Best of Super Juniors also does its own job right. Moxley, you know what? I got some stuff to say about Moxley, but it's not in this video. Bryan Danielson, honestly, whenever he stops wrestling, I hope he's just chilling in the Performance Center, ready to train the next generation. Because despite everything I've said about Bryan Danielson, I do think he is a great coach. And then we get to New York City zones. Eddie Kingston, the man that can cut the best promos in AEW. And when I say best promos, I mean the most heartfelt. Like, it feels real. Like, there's no script in front of this man. And then we have Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz. Why are these guys not tag champs yet? That's all I got to say about them. Who do I have winning this? Blackpool Combat Club and Santana Ortiz and Eddie Kingston. All right. And the next match is... It is the greatest... Well, it is the top 5 greatest tag teams of the 2010s. The Young Bucks versus the greatest tag team in all of space and time. I should probably go over some resumes real quick. For the Young Bucks, we have former IWGP, 6-time IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions, former Never Six-Man Tag Team Champion, former ROH Six-Man Tag Team Champions, former ROH Tag Team Champions, former IWGP, one moment guys, fire truck. You guys know how myself or Young Smooth just mute ourselves whenever like something's passing by and it's too loud. But former ROH Tag Team Champions, former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, former AEW Tag Team Champions. Anything else, guys? Let me know what I've missed. The Young Bucks. Matt and Nick Jackson versus the greatest tag team in all of space and time. Former WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Raw Tag Team Champions, World Tag Team Champions, TNA Tag Team Champions, ROH Tag Team Champions. The only guys to do a back-to-back ladder match from one company to another. Unless that's happened anywhere else, let me know. This match has happened maybe around 5 or 6 times. And like many matches in wrestling. I can't get tired of this. I do not get tired of the Young Bucks versus the Hardy Boys. Do I think the Young Bucks are the next Hardy Boys? No. The Young Bucks are the Young Bucks. The Hardy Boys will never, ever be replaced, be duplicated, nothing but imitated. As you guys saw on Rampage, where Matt and Nick Jackson came out dressed as Matt and Jeff Hardy. They even came out Gangrel. Always good to see him. And sorry about that, guys. So it's always good to see that. I will give credit where credit's due. Nick Jackson can really land a kick-ass swanton. As for who do I think is winning this match, I gotta say the Hardy Boys. To me, I couldn't care less about who gets mad. I think the Hardy Boys need to be undefeated all of 2022. And then at the end of the year, lose to the rising tag team of AEW. And then they ride off into the sunset. If anything, this match is a number one contenders match for the AEW tag team titles. If whichever team wins this should be the next ones in line. It is the Hardys versus the EVPs. Do I expect this match to be a 30-minute classic? No, I don't. I expect it to be a 12 to 15-minute Hardy Boys classic match where Jeff is the stuntman, Matt is the planner, and vice versa with Matt and Nick Jackson. Never going to get tired of these guys. I'm looking forward to the best match. The only reason why I don't sound energetic about this one is for the simple fact that I just named like 4 different tag matches on this card, guys. All right, time for the next match. And Fear, this is where I can get to your question. MJF leave AEW soon? Honestly, I do think in the year 2024, MJF will leave AEW. He's 24, 25 years, not 12, I think it's like, 24, 23 years old. So it's not like out of the realm of possibility for him to want to leave. No, he's young. But onto this match, MJF versus the man of power bombs, the powerbomb of symphonies, Wardlow. Personally, I wish this was for the TNT title. How do I see this match going down? I see Wardlow dominating for a vast majority of the match. And then, as MJF always does, he'll find a way to win by obviously cheating. But the funny part will be there's going to be a ref spot where the ref gets knocked down. And then everyone comes out to beat this man up. I'm talking about the security guards come out to beat him up. The Sean Spears comes to beat him up. I'll even say MJF has like 5 diamond rings on to knock him out. I do think MJF is winning this match if Wardlow does not destroy this man in about like 5 minutes. That's the thing about this match. I don't want it to be a long 10-minute match. I don't want it to be 15 minutes. I want it to be a 5-minute squash match from Wardlow or a 4-minute squash by Wardlow and MJF cheating, whether it's getting jumped, grab the tights, 5 diamond rings in his hand, bam, and just MJF wins. But I can't really go too far into detail with this match because just in case MJF doesn't show up, so I don't want to spend like a lot of time on this match. But on the bright side, we stepped out of tag matches. Time for the next match. It is the former AEW Women's Champion. We all know her. We all love her. She is a doctor, for God's sake. Whenever you mention her name, you say doctor, as in Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D. versus the runaway Ruby Soho. I know on screen it says or Kris Statlander. I made the match cards on Friday about like 3 hours before Rampage, so I couldn't really edit that part out. And it's the finals of the Women's Owen Hart Cup finale, or finals. I'm right now drawing a blank for this match. Like, personally speaking, I love both these women. They're really good on their own right. Ruby is just on such a decline. Like, Ruby has the same problem I have with Liv Morgan at the moment. You can put her in these great moments, keyword moments, and then when you look at history, you can just see loss after loss after loss after loss. Now, maybe this match is also a number one contenders match for the TBS Championship, the Brit Show Championship. I think I just gave away who I want to win, so I'll just say it now. I want the Dr. D.M.D. Britt Baker to win. But as for Ruby Soho, how do I say this? As for Ruby Soho, I need her to get repackaged, and I need to see the badass Ruby Riot. I feel like, yes, her nickname is the Runaway, but I feel like when it comes to opportunity, she just misses her opportunity, and then it just looks like she ran away. But maybe she loses. It's like if she loses here, she'll run away to Dark. If she loses on Dynamite, she'll run away to Rampage. So I want to see Ruby Soho just show me an intensity that makes me go, you know what? Next AEW Women's Champion. Because I want to say my first 2 months getting to see Ruby Soho and not Ruby Riot, I thought, you know what? The next AEW Women's Champion if Thunder Rosa doesn't beat Britt Baker. And then when they unveiled the TBS Championship and Ruby lost that, that's where, you know, the Ruby Spiral. Maybe I should call it that. Maybe I should call her that. The Ruby Spiral. That she just kept declining up until we're here. The Owen Hart finals for the women's division, where it's the Doctor versus Ruby Soho. So again, I have Dr. Britt Baker winning this match, but I do hope that this match brings out a different side of Ruby that I'm looking forward to for the near future. And guys, we're not done with the Owen Hart's final, where it is. I gotta list accomplishments here too. I gotta list off all the accomplishments. 3-time ROH champion. First ever North American champion. 1/2 of the NXT Tag Team Champions for about like an hour or so. The first ever NXT. Sorry, guys. I was trying to say NXT, but I almost kept wanting to say AEW. The first ever NXT. The second NXT Triple Crown or Grand Slam, however you guys want to say it. The longest reigning NXT champion, Adam Cole, baby, versus the Samoan Submission Machine. Try saying that 10 times, guys. The ROH TV champion, the man that beat the fucking king, Minoru Suzuki. Former NXT champion, former United States champion, former X Division champion, former TNA World champion. Any other accomplishments you guys know of the badass, the Samoa Joe? Just comment that down below. All the wrestling knowledge is appreciated here at Talk for Glory. but it is the finals for these two men. And I'm going to say this now. The fact that Joe is TV champ and feuding with Jay Lethal right now, automatic W for Adam Cole, baby. Adam needs this win. I know a lot of people have been saying like he gets pointless victories, and I'm going to have to agree. I don't need Adam Cole feuding with Orange Cassidy. I don't need Adam Cole feuding with Best Friends. I'm not saying that Adam Cole should have been Hangman Paige, because look where we're at right now with Hangman. What I'm saying is, I need Adam Cole to have some gold. And if this victory is anything to get this man to a, who knows, ROH TV title match, by all means, get me Adam Cole getting back some ROH gold. The place where he started to build his name. And as for Joe, he can continue his little feud with Jay Lethal. I'm not that invested into it because there's some giant tall dude. I don't know his name, and he sounds pretty boring for me to even like think about. Anyone that knows him, by all means, let me know what's up with him. Again, all information is appreciated at Talk for Glory. All right, time for the next match. It is for the TBS Championship. Jade Cargill, defending champion, versus Dark Order Queen Anna Jay. I'll say this now. I am not a fan of Jade Cargill. I'm not. I'm not a fan because I first saw her. She was extremely green, and I'm open to progress. I'm open to getting better. And one of the common things that would come up whenever I spoke about Jade Cargill was she's getting better. And people would take that as me becoming a Jade Cargill fan. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying right now I'm not a fan of Jade. And one of my biggest problems is, and you will never see this. Well, I won't say never. You don't see this often. The counter argument to Jade Cargill is getting good. I always respond back with, she's getting good, so why is she champion now? Can you guys imagine if Roman Reigns' tribal chief gimmick got good at the 7-month mark, 8-month mark, 9-month mark? So that means from month 1 through 6 or 7, it was just god-awful. Imagine Austin Aries was horrible as X Division champion back in 2011, 2012. And then the reign gets good at 6 months, 5 months. To me, you should not be getting good. Whoops. One more, guys. All right, now that I'm back. And yeah, you should not be getting good and you be a champion. To me, you should be good enough to have a championship, to be called champion. Like, I want Jade to be a 10 out of 10 for me. Keyword, guys, for me. Maybe to you guys, she's on the level of Britt Baker, Utami, Hayashi Shida, and Charlotte Flair. Maybe to you guys, she is on that level. To me, she is at best main eventing rampages. And those battles of the belt, she's like middle of the show kind of. Which is a lot better than what I used to say back in the day. Before I used to say, dear God, she is dark and at best buy-in show worthy. So, there's progress there. But do I need to see Jade Cargill lose this title to Anna Jay? Need? No. Would I like to see it? Yes. What has Anna Jay done? Who is Anna Jay aside from Ty Conti's best friend, tag partner, and the one person that can have some funny skits with John Silver and the girl that threw Stu Grayson on being the elite? Who is she? I want to say that is Anna Jay, the woman that choked out Brandy Rhodes, the Queen Slayer, and the TBS champion. Because Anna Jay isn't getting good. She is good. Is she champion good? This match will decide that for me. But yeah, guys, I got the Queen Slayer. I got Anna Jay taking this W. And our next match is for the AEW Women's World Championship. Did not know it was called World, but it is our defending champion, Thunder Rosa, versus the female Zack Sabre Jr., if you will, Serena Deeb, a true technician. She's not Shayna Baszler NXT level, but I am loving the display of dominance that Serena Deeb has shown. Funny fact, guys, I forgot that Serena Deeb was in the Shredded Society. She was the girl that got her hair cut and everything. Completely forgot all that stuff. And I am a huge fan of technical wrestling. So when I see Serena Deeb wrestle, it really grabs my attention. Thunder Rosa has been one of my favorites in AEW since the moment I saw her. Fuck, give me a moment. Okay. Sorry again, guys. Loud noises means automatic mute real quick. But back to what I was saying. Thunder Rosa is one of my favorites. I call her and Britt Baker the entire women's division. You guys want to debate me on that one? By all means. Who do I would like to see win this match? Thunder Rosa. I do not think that her first defense against Nyla Rose did anything. If anything, it just made the meme of Nyla Rose challenging every single new champion, which honestly got annoying pretty damn fast. Like, let's go through the women's title history real quick for you guys that know it by heart, and correct me if I'm wrong. Our first ever was Riho. Our second was Nyla Rose. Our third was Hikaru Shida. Our fourth was the Doctor, Britt Baker, D.M.D. And now we're at Thunder Rosa. We've had 4 holders, and I can genuinely say Nyla Rose has challenged literally all of them. Except Britt Baker? I don't know. But this match is the defining moment for Thunder Rosa for me. Because her match with Britt was, let's just say she won at the wrong time. She should have won at Revolution for me. But honestly, Thunder Rosa needs to win this match, go on like a 5-month run, and hopefully Jamie Hayter is the one that takes the title off of her. And if not Jamie Hayter, then Toni Storm without a shadow of a doubt, guys. You guys can debate me on that one. Anyways, time to talk about the only tag match that matters. It is for the AEW Tag Team Championships. It is Jurassic Express, defending champions Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Team Taz of Powerhouse Hobbs and absolute underrated Ricky Starks versus the Limitless One, Keith Lee. And you know what? I might have to say it. Anyone that knows this guy, anyone that wants to debate me on this, the only man I believe that can finesse better than Chris Bay, Swerve Strickland. Honestly, guys, now that I just said that, I think I need Swerve Strickland versus Chris Bay in, I don't know what we're going to do in it, but in a Ultimate Finesser match. But anyways, guys, tag team titles, triple threat. Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus have been an interesting tag team champions. But like I've said, Ricky Starks is absolute underrated. And, that FTW championship ain't getting enough love. So, some tag team gold might be very much appreciated. But let me give you a little rundown of all these guys. The guys that are getting managed by Christian, one of the greatest tag team technicians out there. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus have ran their course. They are perfectly fine if they lose this match. Team Taz. I don't really stand behind Powerhouse Hobbs. He ain't clicking for me, but you know who is absolute underrated? Ricky Starks is. So, just give him both the titles. We've seen people hold both titles, like MVP by himself, Matt Hardy by himself, Shuri by herself. We've seen people just come out with both sets of tag titles, and it's pretty funny. Fucking Matt Morgan has done that. Seth Rollins has done that. So just let Ricky do that. 2 tag titles and the FTW championship. And then we have Limitless Keith Lee. Yes, finally, the Limitless one. I remember in WWE, I called him Limited Lee. But finally, he has shown me why he is limitless. And yes, guys, I will bask in his glory. Because he has shown me why he is limitless. And then we have Swerve Strickland, who I think it is a goddamn crime that this guy spent a majority since debuting on Rampage and shit. But the team of Swerve and Lee is something I didn't think I truly needed. And I will say without a shadow of a doubt that I believe that Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland are taking the W and taking the AEW Tag Team Championships. All right, guys. We're at the main event. So I want to thank everyone who watches this. I saw that we had 4 or 5 viewers here. Fearless, thank you for commenting in so early. Everyone else, I understand that AEW is currently on right now. So I understand that you guys don't want to stare at a screen. Well, not your if it's a TV screen, but whatever. But let's get into our main event. But before any of that, let me just tell you where you guys can find myself and Young Smooth. One moment. If you guys haven't already, you guys can follow myself at Enigma_V4_ on my Twitter. You can find Young Smooth at Young Smooth TFG. We have a Spotify/Anchor that I'm going to be using a little bit more. I'm going to use that to cover some Stardom shows. And then the big ones, I'll definitely be coming on YouTube for that one. And then, again, guys, I always got to bring it up. I do have a TikTok. It's just Enigma_V4 or Enigma_V4. You guys will automatically find me the moment you type in Enigma_V4. There may be 4 versions of me, but I'm the best one. And we always have a Discord, guys. Feel free to join. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think about AEW, WWE, NXT, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Stardom, All Japan, whatever you guys want in the Discord. If I know about it, we can talk about it. Same thing with Young Smooth. If he knows about it, he'll talk about it. But again, guys, thank you for coming out and hearing the predictions. Time to get to our main event. It is our straight edge savior. It is the best in the world. It is 434 days. It is the voice of the voiceless, CM Punk, challenger versus the champion, the man that dethroned the best bout machine, the cleaner, the leader of the elite, Kenny Omega. It is absolute cowboy shit. It is Hangman Adam Page defending his AEW World Championship and defending AEW from CM Punk in our main event. And the big time matches or against people that really know how to talk to Punk, Punk isn't the heel. He's just the villain. He's the outsider coming in. And I don't mean this in a sense of you were once in WCW, now you're in WWE kind of thing. But it's just the new generation is just not with Punk. We got our guys. We got our Ricky Starks. We got our Darbys. We got our Hangmans. We got our Young Bucks. We got our Kennys. We have those guys. We have our Jungle Boys. We have our pillars. We don't need CM Punk and Hangman Page's eyes. This match will truly be the definition of defending AEW from an outsider like CM Punk. Would I like to see CM Punk with the AEW championship? Honestly, I would, because it puts him under a category of people that have held both WWE and AEW championships. And let's go through the history of the AEW championship. Chris Jericho, the Painmaker, Judas, sports entertainer, the Ayatollah of rock and roll, Y2J, the Demo God. All these nicknames I can just go for Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, the violence incarnate itself, Jon Moxley, the best bout machine, Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page. Absolute cowboy shit. Out of all those guys I just listed, only Chris Jericho can say I've held the WWE or WWF championship / World Heavyweight Championship and the AEW. So what if CM Punk can add his name to that multi-company championship list? Just because you are the second person to do something doesn't mean you can't be the best. First can just be first, but the best can be the second person, third person, fourth person. And who knows, Punk could be the best AEW World Champion, better than Chris Jericho, maybe, if he wins. But I must say this, and I'll say this for only one reason. I need Hangman Adam Page to beat CM Punk. I need him to defend AEW from CM Punk. Because after this would be AEW's Forbidden Door. And for you guys that don't follow me on my TikTok, on my Instagram, I have a theory or a dream match that I would love to see. I'm all about tying up loose ends, and Hangman, that should have been Hangman's run. Hangman should be tying up loose ends. He should beat Kenny. He should beat Adam Cole. He should have feuded with Pac. But another person who I want Adam Cole to feud with, whether it's for title or just champion versus champion, I need to see the Cowboy versus none other than the leader of Bullet Club, the last rock and roller, the man that single-handedly sold out Madison Square Garden, the real belt collector, King Switch, baby, Jay White. For you guys that don't know this, the score between the Cowboy and King Switch, 2-0. Hangman Adam Page versus Jay White for the IWGP US title. Look it up, guys. I believe it was in 2018. It was in 2018 when that match happened. G1, Hangman versus Jay White. Guess who won that match? Jay White. Right now the score is 2-0, Switchblade 2, Cowboy 0. So Hangman tying up another loose end, not only showing that he is the better champion between the two. And yes, I know, guys, that Jay White is challenging for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against Okada. But my opinion for that match will come in another video. So, little spoiler, guys, future New Japan videos coming. So I need Hangman to beat Punk, protect and save AEW from the outsider, CM Punk. And then I need Hangman to loosen up or tie up loose ends with King Switch. I know that it's just fantasy booking at its finest, but that's my opinion. That's why I want Hangman Adam Page to win. And plus, how big of a win is it for Hangman's title run? I beat CM Punk. Page can beat Punk tonight, lose it tomorrow, and he can still say, I beat Punk. Look at the list he's beaten. Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega, CM Punk. Sometimes the defenses matter more than the length of your run. And who's in that defense list. But guys, that's everything I got. I know that it's right now the buy-in, I believe, for AEW. So any predictions I've made, remember I haven't seen any AEW as of right now. I'm going to dive right into it after the show, after this podcast. So again, guys, thank you so much for everyone that hears me out. Cash Money, always great to see you. Fear, I know you're always here every once in a while. Any new people that are here, whether you're a fan of Talk for Glory, whether you're just coming in, checking out a new wrestling podcast, remember, guys, Talk for Glory isn't just me. It's not just Enigma before. It's not just Young Smooth. It's two people that just enjoy wrestling. But again, guys, hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy AEW's Double or Nothing. I'm Enigma before, and I hope you have a great night and a great show.